Hey, this is Happy, and today we're going to be talking about how to freestyle rap. Not just freestyling and forgetting what you said, but freestyling in a way that you're not so structured in what you're writing with a rubric, but you still get to keep what you're writing without having to record right then on the first take. So, the first thing to do is relax. Get in your natural element, whether that be at work or play. Just get into the rhythm of being free with your mind, some sort of meditation. The easiest and probably most intuitive first section to work on will be your hook. So, say I'm at work and I'm walking all over Brick Street and I'm just like working, 9 to 5, see me working, left foot, right foot, working. It's gonna start like that. The hook is something you are gonna chant over and over and over again, and the detailed pieces in between, they're gonna fix themselves eventually. So my little song that I freestyle while I was working started off with working, but that turned out to be a verse because later on I started chanting some more. Take a good look, 'cause you'll never see me again. Take a good look, 'cause I'll never look the same again. Take a good look, 'cause I'll never look the same again. Be the same again. Take a good look, 'cause I'll never be the same again. And see how it morphed over time, and by the end of it, I got it right. So this next step is chanting the parts that you feel like you know are going to be a part of your song. That's why starting with your hook is most optimal because it's the attention grabber. It's the first thing about your song that you thought of. So it's going to be the first thing about your song that your viewers will hear. So now that you have your hook, you're going to do it again with your verse. You just working, slap a pick if you're lurking, left foot, right foot, left again. Can't believe I lost a friend. See, it just is flowing. Like what you do is you repeat that line and then go all the way until you can't repeat it anymore and start back over. Then fill in whatever little gaps that you have and start it over. And start with the hook, go into your verse, fill out the gaps, start over. And every time, add a line and start over. Every time, add a line. It should get longer till you have a verse. Once you are holding so much in your brain that you got to put it down on paper, you can finish the whole song like this, but I recommend writing down the lyrics before you finalize it so you can really edit and refine. Now, as you are filling in your lines, that might not be so intuitive to everybody, so you might have to write it down to start off with. So we're going to pay attention to 3 things right now: punchlines, consonants, and assonance. And I'm going to throw in one more, allusion. Those are my 4 favorite literary elements to naturally freestyle write. It just comes off the head. So let's start with punchlines. They're actually not that hard. So what you do is pick a phrase you hear or you see in the room. Like, say I wanted to say, my alibi stands up, right? Then break it in half. Highlight the main 2 keywords in your brain. My alibi stands up. Mine up, they're not really keywords. If you type them into Google, they probably get wiped out. So my alibi stands up. If you don't like it, then sit down. Play with opposites, play with synonyms. So I said stand up first. If you don't like it, then sit down. Let's go with liking. been loving on my crown. I'm the empress of this town. House on royal, queen of the dream. Can't get enough sleep, counting sheep, making green. Does that make sense? I'm taking the flow, or I'm taking the key word in one and making a pun or some other punch line using the flow of the verse. And that's how you use punchlines. Next, we're going to talk about consonants and assonance. Basically, it's like a tongue twister where you have a line with a whole bunch of the same hard letter starting off most of the words. By an example, it's hard to explain without an example. I'm saying fleece on cash flow, right? So the F and the F, that's consonants. Fleece on cash flow, suit on Creflo, casket. You hear all those C's, that's consonants. So fleece on cash flow, suit on Creflo, casket sharp, mark a beat like Castro. You hear how I didn't interrupt the punchlines, I didn't interrupt the flow, and I added an extra element of tongue twisterness that will be recognized by real rappers uh, when it's harder to spit. It's not harder to hear, but when they start trying to repeat what you said in your lines, it's gonna be evident that this is no ordinary bar. Once you understand assonance, you understand consonants. The only difference is that consonants uses not vowels and assonance uses only vowels. My other favorite literary element is allusion. Allusion is when you reference older works to make a point to your audience. So, say I'm saying twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now I'm writing little bars. That was an allusion because everybody knows twinkle, twinkle, little star, and that's not an original composition. So use a whole lot of those to show your literary vocabulary, what you know about culture, what you know about crowds that are different from you, what you know about older songs, older music, older celebrities, older television shows, or what's current. Use what's current because it's trendy and people will hop on it because it's something that they like. Take all these elements, put them in a pot, and now you have your freestyle writing. Thank you guys so much for watching.